What's up everyone, Neko Chibi here, and I am back with Hustle Cat. So the last time left off is Avery, if I remember that was her name. I did not want it to be my name, but I can't change it. That's the character's name in the story. Last time we left off, Avery got a new job at a cat cafe. And the people are very weird. So let's continue, see where this goes. Yes. I got lost and I didn't end up painting anything, but it was a nice walk. As I head home, I get this distinct feeling of being followed. I didn't really know that was a thing that actually happens, but it's hard not to notice when you see some movement out of the corner of your eye. I turn around, a sleek black cat wow. A sleek black cat stands in the middle of the road. It sits down when we make eye contact and thumps its tail testily against the pavement. It's got different colored eyes. I guess heterochromia really is pretty common in cats, huh? Should I, try to bring it to the cafe? They take care of strays there, after all. I should try. I crouch down as slowly as I can and reach my hand towards the cat, beckoning to it. It doesn't move. I make those little smoky noises that seem to work on some cats. This one doesn't seem terribly impressed. It pins its ears back and it looks away, still for a moment before standing and sinking into an alley. Pretty sure that's... what was his name? I can't remember his name for some reason. I guess I should just leave this to the professionals. It's time to celebrate. I'm gonna wreck this pizza I grabbed from Pizza Lloyd's on the way home. I picked up a can of wet cat food for Mochi from the corner store too. I figured we both deserve a celebration. Mochi, get your fat lump out here. I have good news. No answer or indication. He's even in the same room. You know, he never even asked how my day was. I know how to do this. I walk over to his food bowl and crack the lid of the wet food. In a flash, he's at my feet, tail shaking like your rotor behind him. Come here, you big moron. I give him a little scratch behind the ear before I dump half of the can into his bowl, and the feeding frenzy begins. He acts like I never feed him. Whatever, I'm about to do the same to this pizza. After a quick jaunt to free myself from the shackles of non-pajamas clothing, I fall back down onto the couch, dinner in hand, laptop in my face. Oh, it looks like there's a new Jelly Donut video. It's a video of her sleeping in a donut box. I love that dumb internet cat. She's always doing something ridiculous. I wonder how her owner gets her to do those tricks. The flooring seems familiar. Where are these filmed? I spend the rest of the evening picking through the video archives. I can see myself sinking into the bread dough couch cushion. Meow. It's so early. What's his problem? Meow. I bet he just wants the other half of that wet food. This is why I don't get it for him that often. I excavate myself from the couch and do what I can to mitigate the bedhead situation I have going on. What time is it anyways? I grab my phone to check. 7:40? Ah, hell. I'm gonna be late for the first day of work. I took the world's fastest shower, but there's no time to dry my hair. I'll have to hope I run fast enough that the wind resistance will do the job for me. No time to sort through my duffel. I'm just gonna have to throw on whatever looks cleanest. It's not like Graves said anything about a dress code, so whatever. That was his name, Graves. Mochi tails closely, howling more and more instantly along the way. It's like he doesn't care about my punctuality at all. Oops. No time to mix the wet food the way he likes it. I dumped a scoop of the kibble into the bowl on my way out of the door. I haven't seen a cat so offended since the one that watched me mess up coffee. They can both deal with it. I can't believe I'm almost late to the first day of work. My first job even. What a great first impression to leave. Thanks for hiring me, Avery the Flake. I start out in a full sprint to the cafe, but it's only about a 10-minute walk, so it looks like it might not be as bad as I thought. If I run, I can make it in less time. I can't read that well right now. Jeez. Here it is. Hey, Cat's Paw. I got a good look at it when I was here yesterday, but it feels totally different when it's your workplace, you know? It's kind of nice to think about. Hey, Avery. Landry peeks his head out from the door frame and waves me in. I'm surprised by how many people are standing around. Graves, Landry, and Hayes are there, but so are a few others I've never seen. I only see a few cats right now, but there seems utterly disinterested in everything we're doing. They're all piled in a sleep cluster by the window. I feel a little embarrassed that I'm so disheveled, but I'd rather be on time with wet hair and late and looking perfect. Good. You decided to challenge the morning sun after all. Now that the star is here, we can start the show. Still as weird as yesterday, I see. Caught another sucker boss. That's a esteemed co-worker for you, Reese. You just keep collecting these strays. Before we get too far, everybody should introduce themselves to Avery. Avery, we've already met, and you already met Graves. Did you meet Hayes yesterday? Briefly. Hello, Hayes. Hello. He looks like he's going to try to slip between the cracks in the tile. How does a guy like this handle a job that deals with people? He's a great barista. He's a great help in the kitchen, but he likes to spend a lot of his time with the cats too. He flashes me a quick look. The side of his mouth turns over ever so slightly, like he's trying to smile, but he's out of practice. I reach out to shake his hand. He's practically bracing for impact. Before I reach him, a bright light flashes at the corner of my vision. What? Is that a camera? Oh, sorry, sweetie. I thought I turned the flash off. I whip my head to the other side of the lineup. The girl on the end is aiming her phone directly at me. Sorry, don't mind me. I just want to commemorate our new employee. I'm Finley, and I take care of social media. I like Candid, so I'll try again later when you've forgotten about it. Finley is also... Graves, I know what you're going to say. Don't ruin the surprise. Graves lets out a soft bark of a laugh. Alright. You tell Avery whenever you're ready. Thank you. The two in the middle of the lineup look beyond unimpressed. One is a smart mouth guy, Reese, and the other looks like someone I wouldn't want to mess with. Finley puts her hand up on the shoulder of the tough-looking woman standing next to her. So she's not going to introduce herself. This is Mason. She's our head chef, or our only chef, I guess. Well, nice to meet you both. Yeah. Finley reaches up and places her hand against the back of Mason's head. She pushes her hand forward, forcing Mason to nod. Or her head. No, I said her hand. I'm amazed Mason is putting up with this. Wow, that's the most you've spoken all day. She likes you already, Avery. Mason makes a quick little noise that could either be a laugh or a grunt. Maybe it was both. How kind of you all to say the best for last. I'm Reese, and I'm the one you'll be answering to after Graves, so you better stay on my good side. I would have sworn Landry was second in command here, so I don't know what this kid's talking about. I didn't even see him all day during the interview yesterday. I'm the cat detail today, but don't think that means I won't be keeping an eye on you. Cat detail? Must mean taking care of the cats. Obviously. I'm learning quickly. I don't know why the second in command would be so eager about telling me he's gonna clean litter boxes today. Maybe it's a weird status thing here. Ew. Alright, I'll be on my best behavior then, I guess. Good. Okay, that should be everybody then. Avery, you'll be training with me today. I hope that's okay. That's fine with me. It looks like I'm no longer needed. I have other work to do. You know where to find me. Grace sinks to the back of the cafe. I think I can hear footsteps on creaky stairs. Mason and Hayes disappear after him. Avery, did you have breakfast? We're going to have something to eat before work, if you'd like to join us. It's tradition. That sounds great. I fed my cat, but I forgot to feed myself. Reese has already seated himself at the long booth seating along the wall. He scoots two of the tables together and Landry pulls over another chair. Great, just sit and relax. Mason's just finished up breakfast. I move to take a seat, but Finney blocks my path. Avery, before you sit down, I have a question for you. Sure, what's up? Okay, is that... Her voice drops, almost conspirationally. She leans in to whisper. That's an IKEA shirt, isn't it? He's my favorite too. Oh, what? IKEA. From Blast Zone? From what? Look, you don't have to play dumb. I get it. No, I really have no idea what that is. Is that like a show? Is this shirt from something? Oh, no. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Now you got me interested. I just thought it was a cool shirt. Honestly, if somebody would have asked me about it, I would think I'm interested. Tell me more. But now you got me interested. What is Blast Zone? I don't know if it would be the type of game if it would be your type of game after all. Oh, it's a game? I like games. Try me. Well, it's a story about men's passions clashing in life or death struggle. Sounds dangerous. Oh, it is! But it's also romantic. Romantic? Like love blooming on the battlefield? That type of thing? Yeah, I think you do get it. Maybe I'll lend it to you sometime. If you prove yourself worthy. I'm not really sure what that involves, but sure. Okay. She gives me a grin and a wink, and then takes a seat at the table next to Reese. I noticed that somebody set the table while I was talking to Finley. Mason and Hayes should be out in a minute, Avery. Avery. Oh. Yeah, come sit down. Why do I keep reading the parts I've already read? Sure. Where should I sit though? What if there are some unspoken rules about this sort of thing and placing? You never know with new groups. Landry answers the conundrum for me by beckoning to the seat between him and Finley. Quietly I take the seat. Mason emerges from the back with a large tray balanced atop each hand. One tray has a giant stack of French toast, the other is some kind of egg thing. I'm not sure, but it looks amazing. Whoa. I had no idea how hungry I was until just now. She sets the trays down in front of us and then returns to the kitchen. I hope she gets back soon because I'm about to be on that egg thing like mochi on wet food. Mason returns a few moments later, cradling 6 empty coffee cups in her arm. Hayes follows in tow, carefully balancing a carafe full of coffee. They set the cups and carafe on the table and take their seats. Hayes but barely hits the chair before the others start to dig in. I'm a little afraid that I'll lose my hand in the tray if I try to jump in now, but I'm so hungry. Landry reaches out an arm from behind a fortress of French toast slices. He lightly bats at Reese's hand as it reaches for the syrup pitcher. Who's Landry? I forget. Shit. No, it's the dude. Why am I forgetting? He's the first dude I met. Save some for Avery. Jeez, calm down. You're the one stealing all the food. I haven't taken any more than usual. Breakfast is important. While everyone shouts and chatters across the table, I help myself to a bit of everything. I'm not used to eating a real breakfast, especially one that didn't come out of a microwave, so I'm gonna savor this. Dude, I've been wanting pancakes or like waffles or something, anything with like from breakfast for a long time. I really want some now. French toast is so good. Wow, this is amazing. Mason, what is this egg thing? Mason's eyebrows shoot up. She looks at me like I grew another nose. Frittata. Is that like a souffle? It looks like it'd be really hard to make. Just eggs and vegetables in a pan. Still, I know I wouldn't be able to make anything like that. It's really nice to have a real breakfast. What do you usually eat, Avery? Mostly cold pizza or toast tarts, I guess, if I remember to get them. Mason glares like I just knocked her plate on the floor. She stares directly at me, through me, with a hard look in her eyes. Mason knows the girl, right? You eat here now. Always. Can I still have pizza sometimes? Not for breakfast. Ever. I can hear Finley and Reese snickering. Okay, but other times are still okay, right? Mason rolls her eyes and goes back to her coffee. Reese stares up at me between bites of French toast. Avery, when we're done, we need to talk about dress code. Oh, Reese, don't start this again. Shh, it's an important part of a new employee orientation. Landry passes a positively pained look at Reese. He glances at me, but a poke to the ribs from Finley sends him staring back at his plate. Landry, you're such a mama bird sometimes. Line up. Avery, look at this place. We take our visual presentation very seriously here. Mason gives another grunt. Hayes places his empty plate on the cup on Mason's plate and takes the stack into the back with an urgency of a tactical retreat. Graves and I expect a certain level of decor with the wait staff. Is this about my outfit? I woke up a little late, so... No, this is about uniforms. Mason pushes her chair away from the table with enough force that it wobbles briefly on two legs. She stands and takes my plate in one fell swoop. Opening soon. Time to get ready. She picks up the now empty cast iron skillet with one hand and balances a few of the other plates on top. That looks heavy, but she's holding it all like it's nothing. Come on. She stares me down and gestures to the back door with a head nod before she heads into the kitchen. Don't think you can run off easily, Avery. You'll get written up if you don't have your uniform. Uniform? What uniform, though? Aunt Mason and Hayes in the kitchen ask us about uniform. Okay, you know what? Yeah, what uniform? He seems pretty serious about this. Maybe I should blow him off because he looks so young. Maybe he's secretly as old as Graves or something. Uniforms? But nobody else is wearing any uniforms. They just haven't changed yet, or they don't need them. Only the waitstaff wear uniforms, and you'll be waiting tables with Landry today. Yeah, but Landry doesn't have a uniform. Reese glances over his shoulders towards Landry, who's made himself busy straightening up the tables in the dining area. He doesn't appear to have heard either of us, or he's just ignoring us. That's because we don't have a uniform in his size. Yet, at least. Someday he won't have an excuse anymore. Come on, Avery. I bet you look cute in a uniform. I can't help feeling a bit itchy about this. Reese rummages around in a drawer by the back door and pulls out some kind of black, orange, and white lace thing. That can't be it, right? This looks like it should be your size. Now, come on. He dumps a pile of lace and fabric in my hand and then pushes me towards what I assume is the bathroom. I pause in front of the door and give Reese a baleful look. Aw, come on, at least try it. Humor him, or I see what he's up to. I'm pretty sure it's not even a uniform shirt, but whatever. Let's humor this dude. Try to get on everybody's good side. Alarm bells are going off in my head, but what's the harm? I'll look a little silly. Hell, I might even end up looking cute. Alright, just give me a second. Good answer. He seems pleased, but I'm a little irked by that smug sense of victory he's oozing. I close the bathroom door behind me and lay out the uniform. Yikes. This is even worse than I thought. Well, it's too late to turn back now. I put the uniform on. At least, I think I've put it on properly. I can't tell if these bows are supposed to go in the front or the back. I catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror and then decide it's better to not make eye contact with my reflection. I crack open the door and am met with Reese and Finley's eager faces. Finley holds up her phone. The flash doesn't go off this time. I told you I'd get it candid. You look so regal. Really, I can't believe you'd fall for such an obvious prank. Yep, you got me. Come over and take a look, Landry. Reese turns to beckon to Landry, who quickly mumbles an excuse to himself and disappears upstairs. It's a pity neither of you were here when Landry wore it. He was bursting out of the thing. It looked absolutely ridiculous. I think it's cute. I'd wear that uniform. I know you would. That's why I can't trust you. Where did this even come from? Reese's lip curls in disgust. Graves, he should stick it to interior design and never step into fashion again. He tried to get me to wear that, you know. I told him he could keep his Halloween fever dream. If Graves designed it, I'm surprised it doesn't have a boned cloak and a raven or something. Ha! Don't let him hear you say that. He might make some additions. I think the less we mention this thing, the better. You're required to wear that today, by the way. Nope. Just for a little bit. Nope. Aw, I think you should. I close the bathroom door behind me. I can't get that uniform off fast enough. Mostly because the bow got stuck. I never felt so good to be back in my trusty old digs. I open the door and Reese and Finley have already scattered. I don't know where the uniform is supposed to go, so I just leave it folded up on the bathroom sink. The uniform looked ridiculous. I guess I should find where Landry ran off to. He's training me today after all. I think he went upstairs. I head over to the foot of the staircase, but a cat has taken station right in my path. Its sleeping belly up, stretching out to nearly the whole width of the step. Buddy, that's really cute, but that's a dangerous place to sleep. It doesn't dignify me with a response. Instead, the fat orange cat shimmies its place to settle itself even more. Gently, I nudge it to see if I can get the cat to move. Someone's gonna trip on you if you don't move. That's not gonna be fun for either of you. It opens one eye into a thin slit, then makes a murmuring noise and flicks its tail. This little tiger isn't going anywhere, is it? Are all the cats here this spoiled? Guess I'll have to pick it up and move it myself. I lean over to scoop it up, but as I do, a tiny orange and white bobtailed cat whizzes past my feet. It stops on the step below the sleeping cat, then raises one paw and bats the other cat squarely on the forehead. The sleeping cat wakes up and hops to its feet. It looks angry. Am I going to have to break up a cat fight? Hey, you too. The bobtail flattens its ears and stares intently at the orange cat. They both perk up when they hear a voice from above. Ah, it's Hash Brown. Is Hash Brown sleeping on the stairs again? The orange cat, Hash Browns, I guess, trots away. Landry works his way down the stairs, eyes on the bobtail kitten. Was it really necessary to smack him? You should be nice. The bobtail turns its head away in a wide arc, almost as if it's giving an okay, whatever response. It lazily struts over to the window and takes up sentry. That cat's name is Hash Browns? Haha, yeah. Graves names all the cats here. He comes up with the interesting ones. What are some of their names? Well, at the moment, there's Ramona, Shunsuke, Kotik, Owl, Bramblepelt, Now, Hisa, Valentine, Marina, Ain, Junta, Jamband, and so on. Holy crap! Which one was the bobtail? Oh. His face falls. Why does he look so nervous? Why don't you ask Grease later? Huh? Is that his cat? Did he name it or something? Is it a bad name? No, Grace should have told... Grace should have told you about... Let's get to work. It's time to open. Landry isn't having any more of this. He walks past me to the front door without a glance. So he unlocks it and flips the sign from closed to open. And ta-da! Your first day at a cat's paw has begun. And nobody's here. This is a little anticlimactic. Yeah. The mornings are usually pretty slow. I might pick up later. It didn't. At all. All day. Sure, a few people came in and Landry had me wait their tables while he supervised. It went pretty well and I made a couple bucks in tips, but that was it. Finley came down a couple of times to check in, and I saw Mason and Hayes every time I went into the kitchen, but I didn't see Reese at all. Reese's bobtail cat, on the other hand, was all over the place. And I can see why he'd take a shine to this one. They're both complete hams. Not that I mind that I was slow, it just meant I got to play with the cats more. There are like 10 of them here. Maybe. I can't get a solid count on them. They seem to vanish sometimes. Looks like there are a lot of areas around here for them to hide. Dude, a job at working at a cafe where not many people come in and you just getting a chance to play with cats, that's the best. That's a dream job, man. I want to have that job. Thank you for your help today, Avery. Landry, Finley, and I just finished wiping down the tables. Mason was gone before the cafe closed. I don't know where Hayes went. So, how do you like it? Is it always this quiet? I mean, not that I'm complaining. Not always. Tomorrow should be busier for sure. I've got plans. Oh, we should get here early then, huh? Don't say that like you aren't always early. Oh, I have to come in earlier? Don't worry too much about it, Avery. Just show up at your regular time. Okay, thanks. I can imagine what busy means here. What, like 6 people in here at the same time? I got a little more work I want to do on the blog, so you all go ahead. I'll close up if Graves doesn't get here to do it. Oh, thank you. Avery, you can head out. Thanks. Are you leaving now? I could walk with you. I'll be out in a bit. You go ahead. Oh, alright. See you all tomorrow. Night! The door closes behind me with a jingle. I have a job. My coworkers are pretty cute. I get to play with cats. And if this works out, I should be able to afford a place of my own soon. But until my parents hear about this, I'm feeling pretty good right now. I I can't help giving a little celebratory fist bump. Alright! I think I just heard someone snort a laugh behind me. I thought I said that pretty quietly. I turn around to see who it is, but there's nobody there but a cat. 2 cats, actually. Cats from the cafe. Reese's cat and the Siamese cat, to be precise. Crap. How did they get outside? Did I let them out when I left? This is real bad. I'm pretty sure one of the first rules of working at a cat cafe is do not lose the cats. They're not looking at me anymore. Now's my chance. I start creeping towards both of the cats. If I move too suddenly, I might spook them. I only make it a few steps before I see the bobtail's ears swivel back to face me. Without turning to rest its head, it takes a springing leap and heads down one fork in the road. The Siamese cat continues down the same path as casual as anything. I can't get them both, but I need to get at least one of them. I better decide who to go after. Let's see. Pretty sure this is them. Reese is the bobtailed one, and then the Siamese one is gonna be... Was his name Maze or Hayes? Who do I want to go after? Ooh, tough decision. Alright, let's see. Decide. Let's follow. I want to get to know that dude more. The bobtail's onto me, clearly, but Siamese cat hasn't picked up on it yet. My best chance right now is probably following the Siamese. I better pick up my pace and catch up. And I'll actually just leave it here. Save here. Yes. Alright. And with that, I am done for now. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!